My friends and I went for an R&B night at this cafe. If this place looks familiar to you guys, it's because I've shown it in my previous videos before. It's basically my go-to cafe. It's so sick because usually for events like this, you would have to go more towards the city center. But this cafe is located so close to our neighborhood, it's basically in our backyard. And that gave it such a nice, intimate and communal feeling. It did really feel like I was in another country for a moment. This was not the first time they'd done an event like this. They had one I think a few months back, but I couldn't make it for that. So I'm really glad that I got to go for this one, and I'm looking forward to the next one that they have. They served drinks and each of us had a cocktail each, which was actually kinda strong. I was definitely feeling something about halfway through the night. The performances were so good. It was one of the best live performances I've seen and heard in a while, man. I'll show them to you in a bit, but yeah, really enjoyed the night and I think my friends enjoyed it too.
Expect me to live alone with just me, 'cause my world revolves around you. It's so hard for me to breathe. Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe in no air. Can't live, can't breathe in no air. How I feel whenever you ain't there. There's nowhere, nowhere. Got me out here in the wild, salty.
I got a package from IKEA. Now it's not as exciting as my other IKEA purchases like this, and this, but I still think it will give me a nice little quality of life improvement. So let's open it up. Should probably get a scissors for this. Yeah, so this is what I bought from IKEA. I'm kidding. I bought new hangers, wooden hangers to be exact. These are called the IKEA Boomerang for obvious reasons, I guess. And I'm gonna use these to hang my clothes. Wow, I truly do have a way with words. Yeah, so my current hangers are not gonna cut it. They're flimsy, they're sharp, and you can actually see here one of my jackets is actually bending the hanger, which is quite concerning actually. So yeah, those gotta go, and I'm gonna be replacing them with these. You know, I just think we spend quite a lot of money on our clothes, and using super low quality hangers that could potentially and have potentially damaged my clothes is not maybe not the most wisest thing to do. Wood is also a great addition to any space to make it look that much better. Nobody really cares, I guess, how the hangers look in your home, but I do think these little details that you have help to improve your space and make it look a bit more aesthetic. I mentioned that my old hangers have ruined some of my clothes, especially my knitwear, but it's also partially my fault because I didn't know any better. But it caused them to have these shoulder bumps, which you can see in one of my sweaters here. And that's not good because it's not really reversible, and it ruins the whole shape and silhouette of your clothing. Knitwear in general is also more expensive generally than regular clothing, so having that be ruined by a poor hanger quality of all things does kind of suck. So together with my hangers, I also bought a couple of shoulder shapers. Now what this does is it helps to preserve the shape of your more delicate fabrics like linen or whatever knitwear. Because it has a wider surface area, the pressure is spread out more evenly on the shoulder parts of these clothes. So there is less likely a chance of there being these shoulder bumps. Again, because the pressure is spread out more evenly. I learned that shit in school. So yeah, I do have quite a number of IKEA items, but they're actually relatively affordable and some of them have great design. So this will not be my last IKEA purchase, I'm sure. Good morning. As you can probably tell from this clip and the previous clips in this video, I am gonna need a haircut. Dude, I've done so many hairstyles, I can't even count and remember anymore the amount of hairstyles I've done. But I think I'm gonna go back to short hair just because it's easier to manage. My hair is super thick and curly, so when it gets long, it's so impossible to manage and I have to wear caps, as you can probably tell from my previous videos. So yeah, I still really do like the mullet, so I think I'm gonna go more for like a combination, something like a burst fade. But yeah, see you guys soon. This is my new haircut. Pretty clean, huh, dude? There's a reason why I keep going back to this guy. He really knows what he's doing. He's so good at fades, and what I really love about him is that he doesn't just take the reference picture I send him and copy and paste it into my hair. He really makes sure the cut is suitable for my hair type and my face shape. So most of the times it won't be one-to-one exactly as the reference picture I show him, but that's great because he really makes sure that I'm leaving the barbershop with a cut that's very suitable for me, and that is why I've been going back to him for years. Dude, I have done so many different haircuts. I have grew my hair out, I've done a buzz cut, I've done a mullet, I've rebonded my hair, I've colored my hair. I have done everything under the sun. Speaking of sun, dude, Southeast Asia is going through a heat wave right now. A heat wave doesn't even cut it, like it's going through a heat tsunami. Can someone call the ozone layer back? Because damn, dude, that's one of the reasons why I have short hair right now, just to help me keep a bit more cooler during these days. And like I mentioned, I've done so many haircuts, and I think the one that ends up fitting me the best is shorter hair. I have really thick and curly hair, and when it grows long, it becomes so unmanageable. I have to take like 20 to 30 minutes out of my day just to look decent to go out. What I've been doing the past few weeks is just wearing a cap and going out so I don't have to think about it too much, but I don't really want to do that anymore. So I'm back to shorter hair. People say shorter hair suits me too, so I guess it is a win-win situation. For the hair product that I'll use with this hair, it's the Matty Hair Clay by the brand Mentega. Mentega is actually a local brand, so that's cool. They have a really cool design ethos. Their slogan is "Your Hair's Daily Dairy," and Mentega means butter in Malay, so they want their products to be your hair's daily bread and butter. So I think that's very neat. Their packaging is also pretty high quality. I've used a couple of their products before. It feels nice in the hand, it feels nice to use. It's quite it is just generally a very nice feeling to have a local business to produce such a high quality product like this. And even checking out their Instagram, you can see how dedicated they are to coming up with new products. What's even cooler is that their products are also very suitable for the local temperature. So Malaysia is very hot and humid throughout the year, barring the rainy season. So their products are also meant to last throughout the day's humidity. So I really appreciate that. This product in particular has a medium hold and matte finish. My hair though, I think looks the best when it has a more wet look to it. So as compared to a matte look. So Mentega just came out recently with a new water-based pomade that's supposed to give you a high hold and a wet look. So I'll definitely try that one out after I'm finished with this hair clay. I can still achieve the wet look though if I just make my hair damp and apply this on. It still locks in the moisture and make it look a little wet. So this is still fine for now. But yes, I'm a huge fan of their brand and I'm a huge fan of their products. They're really good. That does bring me to the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a really fun week and I hope you had fun watching me have a fun week too. Bye bye.